see you now. Hey, what's up you guys? This is Kyle Riker, coming to another AEW figure review, and this time we'll be taking a look at the AEW Unmatched Series 1 Dr.Britt Baker DMD. Yes, very long awaited figure. This has probably been one of the most anticipated and requested figure reviews that I've had, as pretty much in general for AEW figures. Very long way. This became such a meme. Like every time a new series of figures was announced and Britt was not in it, it was like, oh, oh, this person like this person will get a figure before Britt does. Like it just became such a big meme. But here she is. Very excellent figure. I actually was not too sure about this figure the first time I ever saw it. From the pictures, I wasn't too sure about the head sculpt on it. And then I actually saw it in person at a convention a couple months ago, and I guess the face printing on it was terrible to where it just looked horrible. But luckily I found this figure on Monday earlier this week. I was like, and it looks much better in person. But I'll get into my thoughts about that on the figure after we open it. But before we do so, take a look at the packaging first. Of course, Dr. Britt Baker on the side there. Picture of Britt right there. Unmatched collection. She is number 4 from Series 1. Same thing, picture of Dr. Britt Baker, number 4, Series 1. And her letter on the side is an I. And then on the back, we have a picture of her in the outfit. This is from Dynamite, September 30th, 2020 in Jacksonville, Florida. And then the other figures on the set, we got Kenny Omega, Darby Allin, Miro, of course, Dr. Britt Baker, Dustin Rhodes, and the LJ and Cody Rhodes. Kenny Omega is the other review I have for you today. So if you haven't seen it, check that out. Darby Allin, I reviewed him a couple months ago because I picked him up at the convention. Miro, I'm not too sure about him. There's just something off about that figure that I just can't put my finger on it. So maybe I'll get him, but we'll see. Britt Baker, obviously reviewing today. Dustin Rhodes, I need to find him because I really want that figure. I love that outfit, and I just can't seem to find it. It's the one figure from this series I cannot seem to find, aside from Darby. And then LJ and Cody, I already reviewed him. So if you have not seen my reviews of Kenny Omega, Darby Allin, or LJ and Cody, check those out. They're on my AEW figure playlist. Oh, definitely a missed opportunity. They didn't put DMD on the packaging anywhere. So, missed opportunity, the Jazzwares. So what the heck. Anyways, that does it for the packaging. So let's open up Britt Baker and see what we got. We'll be right back. Alright, so we have Dr. Britt Baker open up now for packaging. And I originally thought this figure sucked. Wow, was I wrong. This is probably the best women's figure that they've done so far in the AEW line. And it was definitely well worth the wait, because it definitely took a while not only to find her in the store, well for me, and of course it took a while for us to even get a figure of her. But well worth the wait. This figure is fantastic. But first, let's take a look at her accessories. She comes with a pair of glove hands, which is very nice. She has another gripping hand, which is pretty much the same as this glove hand over here, and a more relaxed hand. And then she also comes with this awesome jacket with the tooth symbols all over the place. Got the BB up there, has the tooth outline back there. Oh, a little scratch up there, but that's okay. Of course, the BB on the back. I did have to remove plastic wrap from her hair, I guess, to keep the ink from rubbing off, and around her waist, which was a pain in the butt. But it is very nice. And definitely be warned, the type of rubber that was used on this jacket has a very strong smell, so it stinks when you open this thing up. However, I think her jacket's a tad bit too bright, because if you look here on the picture, it's kind of a dark silver instead of a shiny silver. Maybe it's the lighting from the entrance ramp, I don't know, but it looks like a darker silver than what it shows here. But that's okay. It comes off pretty easily, it just unclips there. It's not as easily to take off as the Darby Allin jackets, where it's like that really flimsy rubber. I mean, it's still flimsy rubber, but still a little bit harder rubber. But it still comes off pretty easily, as I just showed you. Clips here are kind of a pain, because you have to line them up pretty much, and then slide them down to lock them in place. And that's kind of a pain. But whatever. Anyways, here's Britt Baker herself, and she looks great. Head sculpt, like I said, I was not too sure about this head sculpt at first. And I think it's pretty good. I think it is definitely the best head sculpt they've done for a women's figure so far in AEW. I mean, granted, it's still not perfect, but it is a decent head sculpt. She's kind of missing the makeup around her eyes. Maybe that's what made this seem off to me. Because you see, she has a little bit of makeup around her eyes. So I think maybe if they would have done that, maybe it'd make this head sculpt better. But it's still fine. I have a nice detail in the hair. And I like this. I like this gear. It's pretty cool with the black and gray and silver. Got the BB on the front there, well, the studs over the place. BB on the side there. Very nice gear. And then the sleeves on her legs. These aren't knee pads; they're just like sleeves. And then silver boots with the tooth on there. This definitely really stands out with the shiny boots. Very nice. Feels good in the hand. Joints are not super duper loose or anything. Thank God. Legs are a little tight. The arms are not bad. It just stands up pretty decently. However, the boots, because of how bulky the boots are, I think it's a little tricky to balance her just right. But it does not stop you from standing her up. She stands up just fine. It's an excellent figure. For comparisons, here she is with the other AEW women figures that we've gotten so far. We got Riho from Series 3 and Hikaru Shida from Series 6 of the Unrivaled series. I didn't bring out Brandy Rhodes because she's technically not a wrestler, she's a manager. And I don't have Nyla Rose from Series 7 yet, but this is what we got so far. So Riho was an okay figures. Shida was a little bit better, and Britt knocks both of them out of the park. You know what? Give me that belt, Riho. I'm actually going to put this on Britt. Move Shida out of the way. And I think she'll probably look pretty dope with the belt. And yep, she does. I cannot wait to actually display her on my shelf with the belt. Articulation is pretty standard for the women figures. Head can rotate 360. It can't go up and down because of the hair. Arms rotate 360. In and out. Rotate at the bicep. Double jointed elbow with a nice ratchet joint. Swivel at the wrist and hinge at the wrist. Has the upper torso joint. Swivel waist. It's unfortunate that it doesn't have the rubber stomach like the women figures have, so you can bend it forward. Like I said, swivel waist. Legs forward about that far. And back to the original position. In and out. Rotate the thigh. Double jointed knee with a nice ratcheting joint. Swivel at the boot. Hinge at the ankle. And no pivot, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. But that's okay. Hopefully at some point we'll get the pivots in the women figures. We got it with the WWE figures, so why not AEW? Come on, Jazzwares. So, I was definitely wrong about this figure. So that's definitely proof that it actually turns out better in person than what you think when you see the pictures. So definitely be worried about that. So quick final thoughts. Overall, I really enjoyed this figure. I'm definitely very impressed with it. Like, this figure definitely proved me wrong. Because as I mentioned, when I saw the pictures of this figure, I was like, this figure is going to blow. This figure is going to crash and burn. Because, you know, it's one of those figures where it's very, very anticipated and very hyped up. And then it turns out to be a disappointment. But wow, was I wrong. Like, I love this figure. My only issue with it is that I wish it would have added a little bit more makeup to the face to make it, you know, a little bit more accurate. And the clips on the jacket are a little bit of a pain in the butt to clip in place. But aside from that, this is a great figure. So I'd say if you're a Britt Baker fan, I would say definitely pick this one up. I mean, she's still available in Shop AEW and Ringside Collectibles. So I'd say if you want her, definitely pick her up. Definitely a great addition to the AEW figure collection. Hopefully we get more Britt Baker figures at some point because she's pretty much the best women wrestler in pro wrestling right now. So we need more figures of her. I know we got the Ringside exclusive the blood version that's coming out, but we need more Britt Bakers. Come on, Jazzwares, give us some more Britt Baker figures. I cannot wait to track down the Chase variant of this in the black and gold. Obviously, it's based on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm a Steelers fan, so I need to have that variant at some point. But for now, this one's really great. So I'd say if you can get her on eBay or something for a good price, or snatch her up on Shop AEW or Ringside Collectibles, definitely pick her up. Highly recommend it. I'm actually going to give this figure a 10. I'm going to give it a 10. The makeup I'm used to because a lot of women figures don't have that. And the jacket, it's to be expected for a rubber jacket. So I'm honestly going to give it a 10. So definitely recommend this figure. That's pretty much about it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out the other review I have for you today, which is the AEW Unmatched Kenny Omega from Series 1. Also, check out my other AEW figure reviews on my AEW figure playlist. And also, a big shout out to my good friend Josh's Toy Show for making that new intro that you saw earlier. Let me know what you think of that. You know, check out his channel. Link is down below, and show his channel some love. And also, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single upload. You know, other reviews of AEW figures and WWE figures and a whole lot more. So that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care, guys. Bye.